Good evening, Professor. Again, I apologize for trying to create the video earlier and without success. Not to expand on that because I want to get right into it. I just realized I need to make a YouTube video. So here you are. And thanks again for the heads up. So this presentation is the week one recorded presentation on the selection paper. And it's for CIT470 Information Processing Systems under Professor Brian S. Bovey. My name is John Frazier, and I am a senior here at Cal Baptist University. So what we're going to cover in this presentation is I'm going to talk about the company I chose, Perspecta. I'm going to talk about the positive characteristics of Perspecta and why I chose it as a candidate for this paper. I'm going to talk about the subject matter expert. That's going to be my point of contact at Perspecta. And then I'm going to also cover infrastructure and information systems analysis. So my initial plan of attack that will probably change over the next few weeks as I glean more information about information systems, infrastructure, and enterprise architecture in general. And then the goal of the final report is to provide some recommended changes to the information systems that exist today at Perspecta, and to modify the change management process for better efficiencies. So going right into it, some of the positive characteristics of Perspecta is there are 14,000 employees at Perspecta right now across civil, government, armed forces, so all the defense arms of the United States, Army, Marine, Air Force, Coast Guard, Navy, Merchant Marines, and along with state and local government as well, and some commercial private industry support. So of these 14,000 employees, half have secret clearance or the ability to work in government service or Department of Defense positions. So that speaks to the integrity of the workforce, because a background check is very exhaustive, it's very detailed, and your history is scanned to determine if you have a track record of being reliable and someone that someone who can be counted on. So half the workforce consists of that. The other half, although they haven't gone through the background check, you definitely have to provide a best-in-class service. You have to have a lot of experience as well. So one of Perspecta's strengths is that it has a very deep workforce with a lot of history and integrity. The other part that I want to talk about for the characteristics is because Perspecta has Department of Defense, the county, and a lot of other private industries, they have the equivalent of contracts, multi-year contracts with these companies. So they have a potentially sustainable for-profit business model because they don't just sign up for one project after the next. They get a bid for a block of work and services that they offer over many years of time. And as an example, with the county, they're currently on a 5-year contract with a very strong possibility to re-up for 5 additional years. So that's some of the characteristics that gave me the incentive to choose this for the paper itself. As I developed this paper, the contact person is going to be Michael Fulton, who's my boss. He's the manager of enterprise and mobile apps at Perspecta. So what that means is if it's Office 365, if it's SharePoint, if it's Dynamics, Power Apps, Power Automation, formerly known as Microsoft Flow, or any type of a web app that's for a mobile device or for county employees that need to access content through the web, he manages those teams. And his phone number is 619-852-2078. And his email is michael.fulton@uspsector.com. So USPSECTOR.com. And then finally, I want to go over the infrastructure goals and my plan for this paper. So the idea is to present an idea that would improve the company in some measurable way, either compliance, safety, or financial. And so my idea, my initial approach, which may change, but hopefully not too much, is going to be to review the top accounts at Perspecta that generate the most revenue for the company, I want to see what percentage of the revenue they generate, and I want to get to at least 50% or larger of Perspective's overall net income. I want to focus on those accounts, and then I want to look at the infrastructure and the information systems, along with how change management is handled specifically for those accounts, to look for some opportunities for efficiencies, leveraging a lot of the best practices and the knowledge of this class. And then finally, I want to really focus on the change management process, because implementing a new project, there's usually a lot of capital provided up front, but the ongoing maintenance and support, that's the caveat that really breaks a lot of companies sometimes. So I want to focus in on that. So in summary, we've gone over the positive characteristics of Perspective, which make it a candidate for selection of this paper, the contact person or the subject matter expert, Michael Fulton, and then finally my infrastructure goals to really create efficiencies and enhance the existing business processes and the way that we do business at Perspective. So I look forward to working with you all, and I'm going to wrap it up by saying just reach out if you have questions, and I look forward to providing more information. Thank you.